Most people don't know how to cook a turkey. On one hand, it's easy. You follow the directions, 350 an hour, a certain number of minutes per blah, 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 and you get a turkey. What's there to it? Like everything else, there are tricks to the trade. For example, my housekeeper said, do you know that it's not a good idea to wash the bird? I said, what are you talking about? It's been done for thousands of years. She said, oh, no, I heard on a television show that it's not a good idea to wash the bird because you actually spread the bacteria around. I said, the doctor's a schmuck. Whoever has a television show and said that to you is a putz who never cooked a day in his life. Of course you don't just spray water on a bird. So let's start from the top. Beowulf, are you there? Beowulf is my producer.
Right here, sir.
Now, you're married with children, and you're going to cook your first turkey. Is that correct?
That's right. This is the first time my wife is laid up with kind of a hurt neck, so I'm going to be doing it myself for the first time all the way through.
All right. Now, don't be intimidated. There. On one hand, as I say, it's easy. It's very much like sex itself. And in other words, you can just do it and it'll be done, or you can do it with finesse. So we're going to talk about finesse, Beowulf.
Fair enough.
Let us start with the turkey itself. Is it still in its original packaging material?
It's still in its packaging, still in the refrigerator.
How long has it been there?
It has been there for 2 days.
Here's what I suggest. When you get home tonight after the show, you get a nice apron on, have a glass of whatever your beverage is, because you're going to get soaking wet and you're going to mess up the sink. Don't worry about it. You're going to do. Get the wrapping off.
Okay, got it.
Immediately. Unwrap the thing tonight. Don't do it tomorrow. And start to wash it. Now, you got to take out all of the giblets from the inside the cavity. That's a given, right?
All the innards. Okay, right.
All right, make sure the innards are out, and because they're going to be rinsed separately now. I mean, sounds like a logical thing to do. Many people cook the turkey, not even know that there's the body parts are inside the thing. The organs are in there. They cook it with the bag on it.
Yeah, that much I know.
All right, fine. I'm sure you did. Now, you start to wash it, and you wash every aspect of the bird, under the wing, in the wing, under the leg, in the wing, in the cavity, till the blood stops running.
Okay.
Then rinse the sink out thoroughly, Beowulf, okay?
Got it.
So there's no longer any red in it, none of the goo.
Okay.
Now get out the kosher salt. If you don't have kosher, use regular, but the thick salt is the main thing.
Gotcha.
And you salt that bird in and out. Now, you say, well, I don't want to serve salty food to my family. I don't want to raise their blood pressure. You're absolutely right. But you're not going to be serving them a salty bird. What you're doing is a modified koshering of the bird, which has been used since the beginning of time to preserve meats rapidly, kill the bacteria on contact immediately, and in a natural manner. So you soak the bird with salt, leave it on only for a few minutes, Beowulf, and then once again with ice-cold water. Don't use hot water. You know why not to ever wash a bird with hot water, right?
That's going to add bacteria, right?
The hot water will actually possibly encourage bacterial growth, number one. The cold water will limit the bacterial growth. So, again, you're going to soak the bird and you're going to wash the skin outside. You're going to wash the cavity inside. And then you're going to dry the bird. And then what are you going to do when you put it away tonight before you cook it for tomorrow?
I'm lost. I am following your instructions to the letter, sir.
All right, so all you do now is simple. You dried the bird after you wash the salt off it. You've now killed the 99% of the bacteria on the skin and inside the cavity with the heavy salt treatment. You've washed it out. And now you're going to put some oranges inside the cavity of the bird. Why do I suggest oranges? Because overnight, the oranges will add a certain flavor to the inside of the poor little animal that's died, that's dead in your refrigerator. It will suffuse the meat of the turkey even before cooking it. And then you could just salt it if you want, again, very lightly if you'd like to do that tonight. And again, to protect the bird from a bacterial invasion. Wow. That's all there is to the starting point. Now, do you want to go into the cooking stuff?
Yeah, absolutely. Somebody told me that I should put stuffing in order to for it to cook properly. Is that correct, or is that a fallacy?
Well, if you put stuffing in it, it's going to slow the cooking down. You know that, correct?
Okay.
So that'll change the cooking time enormously because it sucks heat. Stuffing is a whole separate story, and I know you know how to do that with breadcrumbs and all.
Sure, right.
Did you already dry old bread?
I got a special mix for it.
All right, that's okay. As I say, it's like sex, so you can do it in varieties. The easy. When you get older and you got finesse, you don't use the bagged variety. You make your own. All right, that's what comes with time. You'll see as you get older, you start to do things a little more finesse, and you're not going to use bagged stuffing next year.
Okay.
And after you pass the age of 40, you'll start really getting crazy, you'll dry the bread a week in advance. You'll see how it goes. By the time you're 60, you'll never make another turkey in your life. You'll only take them out to a restaurant.
One step at a time, sir. Right.
Anyway, we'll deal with the cooking later.
Okay.
But I'm telling you what, Beowulf, it's simple and it's not simple because I've ruined turkeys over the years, and over the last 5 years I've become an expert. Turkey's, an ordinary animal. I'll tell you what we're going to do, Beowulf, for fun today in the Savage Nation. Just for a few minutes, we're going to stop worrying about Obama and his insanity. We'll stop comparing Obama to the King Ludwig II of Bavaria because it's too apt a comparison for the average person to even understand. Here is a man who is going to go to a global warming summit and ruin America's economy even further, even though it came out that the whole thing is a fraud through the emails that were hacked. Can you believe this, Beowulf?
Oh, my God.
How does he get away with living in such a bubble? How can the man march around in such a fraudulent bubble? 1-800-449-8255. If you have a favorite turkey recipe that you'd like to share with the Savage Nation, you can do it now. We'll play some Jingle Bell music because it's appropriate for that. Let's play Jingle Bell Rock. I still love that song, Beowulf. I want to hear a little bit more of it.
Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle
Hold it a minute. I'll be right back. I'm not going anywhere. No break.
bells swing and jingle bells ring, snowing and blowing up through. What a bright time! It's the right time to rock the night away.
Get off already. Now, let's say you're going to do a turkey dinner tomorrow. You're a family person. You enjoy it. It's your happiest holiday. It's true for all of us, right? What if you get the cranks who are going to come to dinner with dietary restrictions? I mean, I've had them over the years. I generally throw them out of the house. If they say I'm a vegan only or lacto-ovo or no gluten, that's the latest hula hoop now. Oh, no gluten. They think they've discovered something. I've discovered that I'm a celiac and I don't use gluten. I feel 1,000% better. The guy looks as fat as he did before the diet. Suddenly everything is better in his life. He thinks he discovered the holy rose, you know what I mean? No gluten now is the latest one. Then another one's lactose intolerant, no dairy. Another one's allergic to peanuts, and they start, did you cook anything in that soup? Did it have a peanut in it so much as a fragment of a skin of a peanut? Because if there's even a fragment, I'm leaving and I'm going to sue you tomorrow. Then another one won't eat anything with shrimp. Another one won't eat anything with complex carbohydrates. And another lunatic, usually the young, emaciated girls who wind up in psychiatric wards by 19, they come there from junior high school and say, the mother says for them, oh, Audrey won't eat anything with a face on it. Oh, how cute. How sophisticated. The girl's wasting away like with a wasting disease. And no dark meat, someone will say. You know what I say? If you have such dietary restrictions, keep them to yourself. Eat what you can from the meal and don't make an issue of it. Don't make everyone look at you. You know what I mean? We're not that interested in all your problems. Now let's go on to the callers. 1-800-449-8255. This is far more important.